Okay, so recently I've been really getting into human design. Um, it's a it's one of these like astrology kind of based systems. I say astrology, you put in your birth date, and that's how it calculates. Um, but it pulls in a lot of concepts from a lot of ancient systems. Ancient, I don't know, ancient, a lot of different systems like I Ching and chakras and all sorts of fun, wooey stuff like that. In any case, in there's a body graph in it. That's what they call sort of like the main chart. And in that body graph, I have. I'm not going to do a whole big lesson on human design right now. I'm just mentioning this to get to the point of what I want to talk about. Um, I have what's called an open G center, and the G center is basically the identity center. Now, at first, I got to tell you that that was like, oh, well, there's my feminine DI if you're into OP. Um, and, on one hand, you know, one way you could look at OP with feminine GI is like, especially when it's at the bottom, like it is for me, you have to build, you have to build your identity. You have to work on it. You have to find out who you are, right? Where in human design, the open identity center, um, you are really not meant to know who you are. You are meant to flow through life and play different roles. And what people you interact with are where you find your opportunities. Now, to say that, you really do need a sort of solid vessel. I've been seeing it and I've been thinking of it as being um, an open vessel, like a void, and allowing things to come through and understanding that it is not of me, that everything that comes in doesn't have to stay in, that it can filter out, and allowing that movement as opposed to shutting it off and not allowing it in. Um, Again, probably out of fear. I just did another video about fear versus intuition, and this is a big part of it. It's about allowing myself to flow through life and understand where I am so that I can know if it's where I am supposed to be. Um, and it is getting solid in self in a way, but I really see it as building the walls of this void, this vessel. It really is like ultimate, I think, feminine energy, like the feminine principle. And not because I'm a woman, but just, leaning into that feminine energy. um which is funny too, because even in OP I'm leading with masculine, you know um functions. So does sort of the concepts align there for me. um but yeah, and what it has me thinking about is that, you know on the surface something might look one way, right? Like you might think that, like with this whole building of myself, right? It's not so much that I am meant to be stronger on the inside. It is, I need a solid sense of where my boundaries are so that I can then allow for that traffic flow. um, when you are afraid, and I think this again, for me, it goes back to the fear. When you're afraid of having it come through, um, you put up a wall, and put whatever words and whatever systems, whatever um, archetypes and symbols you want to put on that. But when you put up a wall, you don't allow things to flow through, and then there's no movement, and there's no, you can stay stagnant. Um, So it's really scary, but it's something that I've been thinking about a lot, and really thought worth sharing. And definitely, um, if you're on my channel, you probably, or you happen across this video, you're probably a little bit into OP. If you haven't gotten into human design, I'd highly recommend it. It's very interesting. Um, I don't buy into the whole DNA thing, but heck, maybe. Um, but yeah, I guess that's it. Talk to you guys later. Bye.